Yeast is used for the production of A. Curd, B. Sugar, C. Common salt, D. Alcohol. Alcoholic fermentation begins with the breakdown of sugar molecules. This breakdown of sugar to form pyruvic acids is brought out by yeasts. So, the correct answer is alcohol. Yeast is used for the production of alcohol. Mitochondria means ATP. Then ribosome means what? Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell, where energy from organic compounds is used to make ATP. Likely, ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis, and they are known as protein factories. So, the answer is protein. The longest snakes found in the world are A. Anacondas, B. Boas, C. Reticulated pythons, D. Vipers. The correct answer is reticulated pythons. They are the longest snakes found in the world. They are 6.3 meters in length. The next longest snakes are anacondas. Yoga is done by the people in the world because number 1, it is a simple exercise. Number 2, it keeps people healthy. Number 3, it increases hunger. Number 4, it brings happiness. Yoga involves movement, meditation, and breathing techniques to promote mental and physical well-being. The correct answer is it keeps people healthy. Deficiency of vitamin X causes bleeding of gums. This vitamin is essential for absorption of mineral Y, and X is found in food Z. Identify X, Y, and Z. Lack of vitamin C in the diet causes a disease called scurvy. Bleeding of gums is a symptom of scurvy due to deficiency of vitamin C. Studies on iron absorption revealed that vitamin C plays an important role in the iron absorption. And also, vitamin C is highly present in citrus fruits. The best option is number 2. Letter X indicates vitamin C, Y indicates iron, Z is citrus fruits. Which of the following are correctly matched with their mode of reproduction? Yeast. Most of the yeasts reproduce by budding. A few reproduce by fission. Potato is propagated by vegetative propagation methods. Potato tubers are planted. These tubers contain nodes or eyes from which new growth begins. Algae reproduce by both sexual as well as asexual methods. It reproduces asexually by fragmentation or cell division. So, algae can be matched with the fragmentation. Fungi are fungi. Most of the fungi reproduce by forming spores. The correct answer is yeast, budding, potato, vegetative propagation, fungi, spore formation, algae, fragmentation. Which of the following pollutants are responsible for depletion of ozone layer? Chlorofluorocarbons or CFS are the main source of ozone layer depletion. Chlorofluorocarbons are released by solvents, spray aerosols, refrigerators, and air conditioners. Which of the following set represents communicable disease? Communicable diseases spread from one person to another or from an animal to a person. The spread often happens through viruses, bacteria, and also through blood or other bodily fluid like mucus or saliva. Option A, typhoid. Typhoid is highly contagious and it is transmitted by eating or drinking contaminated food or water. The next one, malaria. It is also a highly contagious disease. It is transmitted through the bite of infected female Anopheles mosquito. Anemia is caused by lack of red blood cells. Last one, swine flu. Swine flu is a respiratory disease of pigs and it is transmitted to human being by influenza virus. So in option A, typhoid, malaria, swine flu, all these three are communicable diseases except anemia. Now second option B, typhoid, again it is a communicable disease, swine flu communicable disease, malaria it is also a communicable disease, polio also a communicable disease. It is transmitted from person to person through the fecal or oral route of the infected person. So option B is a correct answer. Now option C, diabetes, it is caused because of the hormonal imbalance. Typhoid, communicable disease, malaria, communicable disease, but anemia, non-communicable disease. Option D, anemia, non-communicable disease. Scurvy, it is caused because of lack of vitamin C, it is also non-communicable. Diarrhea, communicable disease. Cholera, communicable disease. So the option B, which contains communicable diseases, is correct. Diabetes is controlled by dash hormone. A. Adrenaline, B. Insulin, C. Thymosin, D. Thyroxine. Adrenaline is meant for stress. It is a stress hormone. Insulin this hormone is secreted by pancreas and it maintains the level of glucose in our blood. Thereby, it controls the diabetes. Thymosin is a hormone which is secreted by thymus gland. This is involved in the function of T cell development. D. Thyroxine. Thyroxine is secreted by thyroid gland. It is involved in the metabolism, growth and development of our body. So that we call thyroxine as a personality hormone. The correct answer is insulin. The vaccine for smallpox was discovered by the options are A. Robert Koch, B. Edward Jenner, C. Alexander Fleming, D. Ronald Rouse. The answer is B. Edward Jenner. It was discovered by Edward Jenner in the year 1976. This vaccine was the first successful vaccine. Now, let us discuss about other discoverers. Robert Koch, he discovered tuberculosis bacterium. Alexander Fleming, he discovered the first antibiotic penicillin. And then Ronald Rouse, he discovered the malarial parasite transmitted by Anopheles mosquito. Now, the correct answer is Edward Jenner related with the smallpox vaccine. There are two columns, column A and column B. Which of the following is the correct sequence of column B for the given sequence of column A? Canopy. In biology, canopy is the above ground portion of the plant community that is formed by the collection of individual plant growths. Decomposers. Decomposers means microorganisms. They are involved in decomposition process. Humus, dead plant and animal tissues. Porcupine is a wild animal. They are large rodents with coats of sharp spines or quills that protect them against predators. Canopy, branches of tall tree. Decomposers, microorganism. Humus, dead plant and animal tissues. Porcupine, wild animal. The correct answer is C. Which of the following represents correct matching set? Helps in the movement of body by contraction and relaxation. The brain, nerves and skeletal muscles work together to cause movement. Muscles contract and relax to bring out the movement. So movement is associated with muscles. Hard structure which forms the skeleton. Bones are hard in nature. They form the skeleton which gives shape and support to the body. Skeleton which can be bent. Cartilage is a flexible connective tissue. It is a rubber-like tissue. We can bend our ear and nose bones which contain cartilage. So, the part of the skeleton which can be bent is cartilage. joins the chest bone and backbone together to form an enclosure. Ribs join the chest bone and backbone together to form an enclosure. We call it as a rib cage, which protects the vital organs such as the heart and lungs. So the correct match is number 2. Red data book contains a record of A. Extinct species, B. Flora, C. Fauna, D. Endangered species. Let us understand these options first. Flora related with plants, fauna related with animals. Extinct species means termination or death of a kind of an organism. Endangered species means a species that is likely to become extinct in the near future. Now let us come to the point. Red Data Book. IUCN, International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, publishes a Red Data Book. This book is the state document. It keeps the record of rare and endangered species of plants, animals, and some species within the state or country. Which of the following represents correct matching of the organs of digestive system in column A with the function in column B? Liver. Liver is the largest internal organ. Its main function is detoxification of metabolites. It synthesizes proteins and produces biochemicals necessary for growth and digestion. So, liver can be matched with the largest gland. Stomach. Once protein reaches our stomach, it produces enzymes called proteases. They initiate protein digestion by breaking protein into smaller amino acids. Stomach is involved in protein digestion. Gallbladder. It stores bile juice secreted by liver. Pancreas is a gland. It releases its digestive juices into the intestine in order to help digestion. So the correct match is number 2. Which of the following nutrients are present in milk? A. Protein, vitamin C, vitamin A. B. Carbohydrates, vitamin C, iron. C. Protein, iron, vitamin D. D. Protein, calcium, vitamin D. Milk contains a variety of important nutrients including protein, calcium, potassium, phosphorus and iodine, as well as the vitamins B2 and B12 and vitamin D. So the answer is option D, which contains protein, calcium and vitamin D. Which of the following statements regarding air is incorrect? A. Air is not present in soil. B. Air plays important role in water cycle. C. Air occupies space. D. Air has weight. Apart from A, the remaining 3 points are correct because air plays important role in water cycle, air occupies space and it has weight. The first statement, it is completely wrong because air is present in soil. Soil gases are the gases found in the air space between soil components. If the space between soil components does not contain water, it is occupied by air. The primary soil gases are nitrogen, carbon dioxide and oxygen. So, A is the correct answer, which is wrongly given about air. Of the following organisms can prepare their own food by photosynthesis. Plants, they can prepare their food by photosynthesis. They convert light energy into chemical energy. They contain chlorophyll, which absorbs sunlight and makes photosynthesis possible. Here, algae, which contains chlorophyll, so it can prepare its own food with the help of the sunlight. It follows autotrophic nutrition. The correct answer is algae. Most of the bacterium and fungi lack chlorophyll, so they cannot perform photosynthesis. Rhizobium. Rhizobium is a soil-dwelling bacterium. It follows symbiotic relationship with the leguminous plants where it lives, so it obtains food from the leguminous plants. A virus is a small parasite. It is unable to prepare its own food. It gains energy when it enters into the living cell. It needs energy only at the time of replication. So the correct answer is algae. Which of the following features help polar bears adapt in extreme cold conditions? In case of extreme cold conditions, polar bears they use long, curved, sharp claws in swimming, digging the snow, as well as for their self-protection. Polar bears have white fur so that they can camouflage in snow. But their skin is black in color, which absorbs the heat of the sun. So the skin is a thick layer of fat, which we call it as a blubber. This keeps the polar bears warm in case of extreme cold condition, as well as helps them to swim. Answer is white fur, long curved sharp claws, fat under skin. Species restricted to a particular area are referred to as number 1, endangered species, number 2, extinct species, number 3, endemic species, number 4, migratory species. Endangered species means plants and animals that are likely to become extinct in the near future. Extinct species. Extinct means termination or death of a kind of an organism. Endemic species. Endemic species are those plants and animals that exist only in one geographical region. They are restricted to a particular area due to climatic condition, urbanization, and also for various other reasons. Migratory species. Migratory species are species that move from one habitat to another during different times of the year due to their seasonal limitations. Now the correct answer is endemic species. They are restricted to a particular area. Which of the following statement about cells is true? Number 1, cells of a tissue have similar structure. Number 2, size of cells is same in a well-organized organism. Number 3, all the cells have nucleus. Number 4, all cells are round in shape. Let us recall the definition for tissue. Tissue is a group of cells that have similar structure and that function together as a unit. Here, our definition matches with number 1. Cells of a tissue have similar structure. So, the correct answer is number 1. Let us discuss the remaining choices also. Number 2, size of cells is same in a well-organized organism. This is wrong. Size of cells vary from smaller organisms to higher or larger organisms. Number 3, all the cells have nucleus. This is also wrong. We know very well that mature RBC, it does not contain nucleus. Number 4, all cells are round in shape. All cells are not round in shape. They may have different shapes like round or spherical, sometimes rectangular in shape. So, fourth one is also wrong.